This is June Garber. She is one of my favorite voices. She's got a brand new record coming out. She's got several out there. The new one is called Off the Carousel, produced and arranged by Lou Piemonte, and watch out for it. It's coming out in the fall. I think there will be a single coming out in about a month from now. So keep your eye open for June Garber. I got to talk to her in her home. So here we go. Here's June Garber. Can you tell us, when did you first know that you wanted to be a singer for a living, that you wanted a career in showbiz?
When did I know that I wanted to be a singer? I think, if I remember correctly, it was age 4. Yes. I think I became aware that I was extraordinarily talented in my own 4-year-old mind. And there was a time where I actually packed a suitcase and went 2 streets across in my little neighborhood and unpacked my suitcase on someone else's lawn and said, yes, I'm in Hollywood now and I'm ready for my career to start now. 4 years old.
What was the first aha moment when you said, I won't forget this moment, I'm on the right track?
I don't know whether I've had that particular moment, because as an artist, I think we're always doubting ourselves a little bit, and you never think you're there, even though the night may be magic, because it's filled with, I don't know, something totally intangible that you just feel in your gut. So I don't think there was one moment that I said, aha, I've made it, ever. Still waiting.
Now, did you ever consider giving up?
There were times when I was doing theatre, and it was round Canada and round Canada on long trips, and then when you were on the road, you were also sending in audition tapes for the next show. So it just became kind of a merry-go-round carousel type thing where you could not stop and you were on this crazy spin. And the minute you got back, you were in rehearsals for the next show, and then at night you were performing. So yeah, but I didn't until I was forced to. And I was forced to because it wasn't an ideal lifestyle for my partner at the time to be traveling 100 months at a time. Yeah.
When you toured a lot.
Yes, yes, the whole year. Maybe I had in spaces 2 months a year where I was off and could just relax a bit. But your mind's still going with the next show, learning the script, studying new songs, rehearsing new songs. So it was never ending, really. Tough.
Do you have a moment or two where you thought, I'll never forget this moment? Not the aha moment like I've made it,
right,
but just this moment of like where everything in the world just seemed perfect while you're on stage.
Yes. I have had moments of magic and joy on stage. I can't tell you the specific place, but you can feel it when it's perfect harmony, so to speak, when you connect with the musicians that are on stage and the audience and you to the song. So it's this magic sort of triad thing where you're all entwined, and it's so ephemeral, but when it happens, it's just absolutely sheer magic. Yeah.
Okay, here's a big one. Advice for younger people who are now entering music and thinking about doing this as their life or as a business.
Right.
Advice for young people.
Yeah. And, you know, there have been times when I've been asked to give advice to young people who are starting out, and mostly it's about finding your space on the stage and finding, I know it's so hard, authenticity at that age. It's difficult because you haven't lived your life, you haven't experienced so much. But one thing, when I was a school teacher, because I used to tell my students, if there's one thing I'm going to teach you this year, it is how to think for yourself. And if you can find a connection to the true you at the time and really connect with the songs that you're singing, and then when you've connected, when you go on stage, pace the stage before your show begins. Find your spot, claim your space, and make sure that when you're connected to the songs, that you take that and you share it with your audience. That is vitally important, that you share with your audience what you're feeling. That would be it.
Sage advice from a goddess. Cheers, June Garber.